December 2012, Al-Hidayah Mosque, the scene where the incident unfolded and continues to bear the hallmarks of the attack. And for one man, Yusuf Hassan Abdi, the present Kamukunji Member of Parliament, it's a traumatic tale that continues to seep onto his memory.
One moment I was running up and down, campaigning to be re-elected in Kamukunji, and the next moment I was flat on my back with serious injuries as a result of a bomb blast which killed 7 people. And since then, life has been quite a long struggle.
For a man who to many is an eminent political figure in Kenya's politics, events that happened in December 2012 changed his life and his political career even deeper.
I had a very long recovery because of the nature of the injuries, the serious injuries that I sustained in the attack. I was hospitalized here, then flown to South Africa, and after several months of hospitalization, the realization that my injuries were not going to be easily healed dawned on me, and subsequently the doctor said one of my legs could not be saved.
In the midst of his constituents, a known man hurled a grenade at them, injuring the area member of parliament, killing 6 others. And that was the turning point of his life.
For the first time since the bomb blast, to get up and believe that I could walk again. That also affected my performance as a parliamentarian, as an active parliamentarian, because I spent a lot of the time in 2013 in and out of hospitals.
The Somali-based militants Al-Shabaab claimed responsibility for the attack. Mr. Hassan suffered a fractured leg and was there and then admitted to Aga Khan Hospital, while others were taken to Kenyatta National Hospital for further treatments. Events of the night blast sparked violence across Kamukunji constituency, with rowdy youth barricading roads and burning tires before the situation was contained by police who cordoned off the area. The scene of the blast was littered with blood and belongings of the victims. At the time, the general elections were approaching, and the political climate in Kamukunji constituency was intensely hot. People were divided along political lines, but as for one man who only served as the area member of parliament for a few months, that changed abruptly as he scooped the National Alliance Party TNA nomination certificate to run as its flag bearer. And this was where his political life took a huge bounce insight into the future. In Kamukunji, a sigh of relief and a sense of normalcy returned, whilst the people got cohesiveness to rally behind their member of parliament in the build-up to the 2013 general elections. He never campaigned, and that was a biting point for his political opponents. But the only day he appeared before his constituents further cemented his name in the hearts and minds of many people in Kamukunji constituency. While in bed recovering, Yusuf Hassan received the support of his constituents and the general public on equal measures. And that is what precipitated his intent to run for the seat to become the MP for the second term.
For the short period that I was in parliament, the people of Kamukunji got a glimpse of the kind of leadership they could have and the kind of Kamukunji they could dream of. And so when I was injured, I think a lot of people were carried, were won by the development efforts and my representation, to think that now that I had been injured and I was seriously lying in hospital, I needed a second chance so that I could finish the job that I had started, so that I could continue the record that I had established for the short period that I was in parliament. And I think the people of Kamukunji did not disappoint.
He sought political asylum in the UK and running away from the brutal nature of the Kanu regime. He was expelled from high school at the age of 18, and in the UK, he furthered his education before joining the British Broadcasting Corporation, the BBC, as a reporter. He would later work for the United Nations before jump-starting his political career back at home. He ran in a hotly contested seat in Kamakunji constituency and emerged victorious before the events that unfolded in December 2012. Traversing continents in bid to recover and still nursing some injuries, Hassan was unanimously elected as the MP to serve for another 5-year term. This came to the shock of many, a man who campaigned only once, and in such a cosmopolitan constituency, it raised many questions.
So I think I was more or less written off. I had no chance whatsoever of being elected, lying in a hospital bed. And I think this message came very clearly to me when I was hospitalized.
Hassan was attacked by the Somali-based militants Al-Shabaab, who claimed the responsibility of the attack that inflicted injuries onto him. They said they carried out the attack as an avengement for the presence of the Kenya Defense Forces in Somalia that has been a priority of the group. They attacked Kenyans across all walks of life ever since the Kenya Defense Forces were deployed in Somalia as part of the African Union mission to restore normalcy in the war-torn country. But Al-Shabaab has been used in religious cover to carry out operations in Kenya, while scholars refute their religious inclination when they term their goal as driving out the KDF from Somalia, and that is implementing of their agenda.
The killing of innocent people is unacceptable. It's immoral, and I think it is that those kind of activities are perpetrated by evil people who believe that they can change or force their ideology and beliefs on other people by the use of the gun through blood and bullets. I think we should never accept that, and we must reject that. Terrorism has no religion. Terrorism has no ethnicity. Terrorism does not belong to any particular region of the world, to any particular community, or to any area of our society. It is an act that is perpetrated by individuals who do not represent and who do not speak in the name of those communities in which it is claimed to be committed.
As Islam is a religion of peace that campaigns for cohesion, love, and care. For one man, Yusuf Hassan Abdi, his journey started way back and is headed for a long mile ahead.